everyone, welcome back to Pretty Pastel Pastries. My name is Giselle. In today's video, it's going to be all about this chocolate breakable heart. Now, I've been hearing a lot of people are having difficulty with this specific heart because it is a little bit on the thicker side and it's not as flexible as the other hearts that I've used in my videos. But don't worry, I found a really great hack to making this work and it's not going to break on you. So let's first hop on to our tools and supplies. We're first going to need our breakable heart. I'll go ahead and leave the links down below for you guys, so feel free to check that out. We're going to need a cup to melt all of our melting wafers. Now this one is my favorite. This one is from the brand OXO. It's super flexible and easy to use. We're going to need a flat spatula. Now inside I have my melting wafers. This one is from the brand Ghirardelli and it's super easy to work with. I love the consistency. We need a plate and lastly a rubber spatula. Now with that being said, let's hop right into the video. Now that we have our chocolate melted, I'm going to place it into our heart. So we're just going to do an even layer all throughout, and you want to make sure you bring up the chocolate all the way to the edges right here. So let's go ahead and do that. So like I said, I have 1 cup of chocolate. I want to add about that much of chocolate. So to be exact, right now I have a 1/4 cup left. So I added the remainder chocolate in here. And we're just going to bring it up to all of the sides. So let me go ahead and do that and we'll be right back. So now at this point, you just want to make sure all of that chocolate is evenly around the sides. Now that you've checked, we're going to place it into our cup, back with the rest of our chocolate, and we're going to shake off the excess. Now that we took off as much chocolate as we can, we're going to scrape off our flat spatula. We're going to scrape off the bottom of the heart. Make sure you take that off. And from here, I'm going to grab these little ridges right here at the bottom, and I'm just going to just hit it down a little bit just so that the air bubbles pop out. Now that that's done, we're going to grab a dry paper towel and we're just going to bring it along the bottom sides where you have any chocolate over the sides. So I had some chocolate here at the bottom, so I'm just going to wipe that off a little bit. And if you have any chocolate anywhere else, feel free to wipe that as well. And this will be going into our freezer for 5 minutes. So I just took my mold out of the freezer and this is what you should be left with. It is completely matte. If there are spots where it looks kind of shiny and wet, that means that your chocolate has not set yet. So I would recommend to place it back into your freezer for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's completely set. So now we're going to repeat the process as step number 1. So we're going to pour it in here. Now we want to work quickly with this step and we're just going to cover it as we did in step number 1. Now this is going back into our freezer for 11 minutes. Now we're on to step number 3, and again just make sure it is completely set all around. Now I also placed my chocolate back into my microwave for about 10 seconds just to bring that consistency back to where it was. Now we're just going to grab some chocolate and try to keep it in this little area at the bottom here. So now that we got majority of the chocolate a little bit up, it doesn't have to be all the way. Now we're gonna grab back our chocolate, and this is where we're gonna add another rim right here all around. So we're just gonna dip it in here, scrape the back, And from here, you're gonna press it onto the sides. Now, I recommend that you press really firmly on the heart, so don't just like go like that and try to like just put it all around. Actually, like kind of hold the silicone right over here and just really press. So just press into the mold. So let me go ahead and do that all around the heart, and we'll be back for step number 4. Now that we have all of the edges covered with our chocolate, now we're going to grab our flat spatula and just run it across the sides. This is going to help remove some of those chocolate pieces all around the heart, because if you leave it there, it's going to be a lot more difficult to kind of like remove it out of the mold. So let's just quickly run it through here. Don't go in like too deep, but just kind of like lightly go over it at the top. Now that we have added our third coat of chocolate, we're going to place this into the freezer for 3 minutes only. And lastly, we're on to the last step. Now we're going to repeat the same as the last process that we did and put the chocolate all around the edges only. So again, go ahead and press really firmly. Now that was the last coat of chocolate. We're gonna place this into the freezer for only 10 minutes. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys a super easy way to unmold this heart. Now we're on to the final step. I just took mine out of the freezer and it is completely set. Now from here, we're gonna work super careful. You don't wanna work too fast with this. Now we're gently gonna pull away from the sides. And we're gonna do this all around, and I'll show you guys what to do next once I come back around over here. Now that we pulled away from all the sides very gently, we're going to repeat that same process all around 5 times. Now that you have gone around the heart at least 5 times very gently, now you're going to start realizing that the heart is starting to pull away from the mold, so it's a lot more flexible now. And now the trick here is to do this motion right here. So I'll show you guys from this angle. Basically, you're going to pull away from here in the middle. You're going to grab your middle finger and just kind of push it back a little bit. So you're going to do this motion to all the sides. And you want to work really slow again. You're probably going to want to do like 5 of these. So I'll show you guys from this angle now. So you're going to slowly hear like the air kind of releasing. So we're going to do that to all of the sides. And like I said, go very gently. So again, let me grab this ridge over here in the middle and then pull back. So I went all around the mold going 5 times in that motion that I showed you guys. Now all we're gonna do is just flip it over. Now at this point, we're ready to pop out the heart. Now what I don't want you guys to do is to grab it from the bottom or the side and just lift up. You guys don't want to do that. What I would recommend is to grab it from the right side of the silicone and the left side of the silicone. We're going to use our thumbs to kind of press down in this area right here. So really gently press. You can also go down as well. Now from here, the middle is still stuck. So I would recommend to lay your fingers on the heart mold actually, not on the silicone, and just gently lift it up. And it's super easy, guys. Look at how easy that released, and we did not have to like peel it away or anything like that, because that is not going to work and that is going to break your mold. So as you guys saw, this method was super easy to achieve. All we need is a little bit of patience and go really slowly on our heart when unmolding. And also our mold came out super clean for the next time we're going to make our heart. And yeah guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And I also want to show you guys this white one that I made a little bit earlier today. And that one is also very nice. You can make them in so many different colors and design them any way you would like. And for more tutorials, feel free to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, have a lovely day.